Hey guys, today is test day. This is everything that we've worked for this month, and this is what it's all about. So today's Sunday, August the 9th. I am 13 days past ovulation. I'll be taking this test, and depending on the results, if they're negative, I'll be taking a few more before my doctor's appointment on the 17th, just because even 12 or 13 days can still be a little bit early depending on each individual woman. So I'm sorry I'm shooting this blank pregnancy test and not my face, but we have been running around Los Angeles for the last 2 days, and boy, do I look like it. So I'm not gonna scare you guys with that. I'll be taking this test shortly, recording the results live. It'll be up in that window on the right hand side. It will say pregnant or not pregnant. Again, this is our second round of Clomid and Provera, 13 days past ovulation, and we shall see what the results are. Yeah, so here we go. Guys, sorry, I let this test sit for 5 minutes. Today's August 13th, 17 days past ovulation. Remember, I'm going to test again on Saturday. So we'll see what this says. Definitely looks like, sorry I can't get it to focus, but it looks like a negative. Yeah. It's negative, you guys. And it sucks. That's all I can really say. So I'll test again on Saturday. I'm definitely getting tired of testing. Okay, so today's August the 15th. It's Joe's birthday.
Yay.
He's 38 years old. I wanted to obviously do an update. You guys have been waiting for it, but as you saw from the videos, we did not get pregnant this month. And I honestly felt pregnant, and I really wanted to surprise him for his birthday. Be pregnant and give him the test. I had it all planned out in my head. And so I had taken a couple of tests, as you saw, before the one today, and they were negative. And somehow in my mind I thought that there would be some way that today's would be positive, but it was not. So it's hard not to get discouraged, but because I don't know, it's almost to the point of obsession. That's all that I think about. And I don't know if that's something that's normal or what, but
yeah, but you know what? The way I look at it is, it's not gonna be on our time. It's gonna be on God's time. And I keep trying to reassure her that it's gonna be His time. We had a beautiful message at church last Thursday night, and it's just we're just gonna have to leave it all to Him, and we can do our part, but ultimately it's gonna be up to Him. I told her to stop. I understand the obsessions and all the stuff, but the thing is, we just gotta throw our hands up and let him do what he needs to do. It's gonna be when he wants it to happen, not when we want it to happen.
And Stephanie made a good point. Sister Stephanie at that church, she brought the message that says it's not over, and she said one of the things that struck me was, she said, God, because they were trying to have a baby, and she said, God, if you don't want me to have a baby, then take the desire away from me so that I don't have to feel this heartbreak anymore. And God didn't take the desire away from her, because ultimately it was His plan for her to have a baby. It's all about the timing. And I feel like that's the same thing. That's my prayer. That if it's not His will, then I pray that I don't want it anymore, But we both feel strongly about it. Right?
Absolutely. But the thing is, we just got to, keep praising Him, good or bad, negative test after negative test. Keep thanking Him. You know what? Because ultimately, we will. I've told her from the get-go, I believe it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But you know what? It's gonna happen when He wants it to happen. Period.
And I agree, but you're allowed to feel you're allowed to have emotions, and we're human, so I get discouraged, and I know that God is good, and this does not discredit that at all. It's just that we're going into month 3 of this medication, and it's gonna, maybe the 3rd time's the charm. Right. We're hopeful.
You know what? Month 3, month 4, month 5, I don't care. I'm going to keep smiling. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care, because it's going to happen when He wants it to happen. And that's something I know she's going to continue to struggle with, but I'm not. So I'm going to be here. I'll be the rock. I'll be whatever I need to be, because I don't care. You know what I mean? It's going to happen when it happens.
Are you preaching? He's preaching. I need that though, or I would sit and probably ball up and just cry all the time and be depressed. But like I said, these videos are therapeutic for me, and he's not in love with the idea, but he's.
I don't like being on video.
But he's.
And you know what? But like I told her, I'll give it a shot. I'll say a few things, and this will probably be one of very few videos I'll be in, because I'm just not one of those people that like to do it. But
we do appreciate those of you that do watch these videos and are following our journey and are praying for us and have encouraging words. They mean a lot to me, and I look at them in times like this when I feel hopeless and
yeah.
empty.
I mean, yeah, we're not the only ones that are doing this, and you know what? There's plenty of people out there that are doing this, and you know, some of them had some awesome, you know, some people had some awesome news, and they've had kids. Some people lost their kid. Some people had miscarriages. I mean, we've been there. Devastating. There's no words for that, you know. So, but one thing that I'm gonna just continue to do, good or bad, is just thank God for everything, you know.
And we hope that these videos, that if you're going through the same thing, that you're able to realize that you're not by yourself. And you know, my prayer for all the women out there that are going through this is that they do have a supportive rock, like a husband or family member that'll be close with them and help them through, and will be the sound mind when everything else seems crazy. Because you don't always, I don't always have it together, but thank God that He does. And that's what I'm thankful for, is that I have a husband that loves God, that loves me, that loves my son, and that is in this with me. So, but yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna go to the movies for his birthday and maybe hang out with our friends later on today. So try to have a good day, and remember, God is good, and we will talk to you guys later. I'm really blessed to have a supportive husband like Joe. Going into month number 3, I'm sorry, I'm like out of it. Going into month number 3, we'll start the medication. I have my doctor's appointment on Monday, and then we will see what he has to say. I'm actually going to ask him if we can get like verification this month that I ovulated. Like, I'm going to take blood work and do all that stuff, because I want to know for sure that it's working. So, you know, guys, I'm feeling discouraged today. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but I know that God is good, and we're gonna make it through this, and it's not over. We're halfway through the first part of the journey. 3 months in, 3 more months to go. If it doesn't work, we're on to something a little bit more invasive, but God knows what we have to do this. He knows what's gonna work. We don't understand the plan all the time. So, yeah, I cried a little bit this morning when that test said negative, but it's exhausting taking all the medication and going to all the appointments and testing all these different times a day, and all this is crazy, but that little baby, that sweet little baby, is going to be so worth it, to be able to hold him or her in our arms and know how far we've come and what it took to get there. So it's coming, and I know it. So thanks for all your support, and thanks for watching. I will update you guys on Monday.